we ranked every single Springfield arc twice. We ranked every big arc. We ranked all the St. Louis arcs. And I think that's it for now. But now we're getting a new installment for this little series. We're taking a deep dive into the Jefferson City arc series. The Jefferson City arc series is not the biggest arc series we have by far, there's bigger. We only got like 5 Jefferson City arcs out of here, and some Jefferson City visits through other arcs like the South Dakota arc and Columbia arc. That's really all I can think of. But yeah, that's all we've seen of Jefferson City. So it's time to rank all the Jefferson City arcs, going from the Jefferson City arc, the first one, aka through the Jefferson City arc, the fifth adventure, the final. I mean, well, at least the newest Jefferson City arc we have. Yeah, we need to finish the second Jefferson City arc trilogy. This here was pretty hard, because I think all 5 of them are pretty good. Why am I really should stop saying that so much. You know, the Jefferson City arc series is not like the Springfield arc series or like the St. Louis arc series and all that crap. I said it again. Like I don't want to get mocked for this, but yeah, So yeah, they're none of them are necessarily bad, but if I had to at least favorite Jefferson City arc, I would say it would have to be the sequel to Jefferson City arc, The Second Coming. Fun fact: this actually took place on Saint. I mean, this took place on Halloween 2020, but I didn't upload the videos until November 1st because I didn't really want to upload that during Halloween because I already had a Halloween theme arc going on. So this would really cut all that in half, kind of. So this was our little Halloween trip. So like I said, this arc isn't necessarily bad, but I don't like how short it is. So there's that. But don't get me wrong. This here is a pretty good arc. We got the I filmed that red and white monopole. Kind of looks a little bit like the Walmart tower. We got I think our first or second look of that one very weird microwave tower that now has an LED. There's undoubtedly a lot of cool towers are on this. Like I said, that one weird microwave looking tower, and there's 2 other red and white towers down there that look pretty cool next to it. I said it again. And that monopole, like we just talked about. And then there's a very small red and white lattice tower with an old school 300 millimeter. And then the Freeburg Longlines Tower, probably one of the best longline towers I know of. Like, if you guys don't know, AJ Jackson told me that it used to be a Longlines Tower in the 70s, and then sometime in the 80s or maybe 90s, it was transformed into an MCI microwave tower. So it used to have horns, and then it got the normal microwaves. Oh my god, I'm really going to get mocked about it. I'm going to get mocked because. But it's all been removed, sadly. But it did have a very cool beacon setup. It had my favorite beacon setup back then, the KG225 and KG114 setup, which is the strobe and incandescent setup, or 300 millimeter setup, if y'all want me to sound more professional. This arc was actually the very first time I found out that the Freeburg Longlines Tower actually still had its KG225. Before that, I thought they removed the KG225 and kept the 300 millimeter up there to rot, basically. But I was wrong. Thanks to my phone, I found out that that's in fact not a 300 millimeter. That is in fact the KG 225. And so yeah, that just this is literally proof that every time a tower owner would want to replace a strobe and 300 millimeter setup and leave one of the beacons behind while they put the other while they remove one off the tower to install the LED, they always decide to go for the 300 millimeter. They always remove the 300 millimeter instead of the strobe. I really have no idea why, but they always do that. If there's any beacon from an old strobe and incandescent beacon setup, it's usually the strobe because the 300 millimeters are always removed to make room for the LED. It's so weird. Uh, a lot of the towers in Missouri that used to have this beacon setup, along with other towers I've seen out of state, that's exactly what happened. This is a pretty good arc, but it's not the best. It's my least favorite though. This was originally supposed to be just me and my mom. So yeah, like later on you'll find out why that would have been cool if it would have just been me and my mom instead of me and my whole family. At number four, we got the middle installment to the unfinished second trilogy, the Jefferson City arc, the fifth adventure, the middle child of the second Jefferson City arc trilogy. This arc isn't necessarily bad either, but there's not too many memorable moments, but there are as well, kinda. My God, it's pouring outside. Oh, oh, there's the thunder. This better not last all night. There's a lot of repeated stuff in this arc, like we got the return of one of the red and white towers. One of the red and white towers in the tower trio, red and white tower trio. That consists of that weird shaped microwave tower, that tall red and white lattice tower with two sets of 300 millimeters. Well, I mean modern 300 millimeters, and then that very unknown red and white tower with an LED. Uh, that one's a cluster of antennas basically. So if you wanna know what that is, go watch either the two videos you're able to see right now on this playlist. And then we also got some new stuff like when I was eating lunch at um, Culver's. I discovered that there's actually a group of there's a group of AM towers basically. There's four AM towers I was able to see in the far distance. I thought that was pretty cool, though wasn't too close to them sadly. And trying to get a video of all four of them was pretty hard. I had to move around the entire parking lot to try to find them. More repeat stuff as you can see, some familiar towers. That's from the third arc. And then here's two filler videos. One of them standing out, and another one just being completely stupid. We got the teenagers on Halloween be like video, which that video has aged even worse than Milk, but it's not the worst video ever. I have to say that's not how teenagers dress up on Halloween. To be honest, that's not how they do stuff. They actually get a real costume and all that stuff. Just ignore my parody crap. The reason why this stands out to me is because I remember I was wearing a Joe Biden mask, as you can see, and I was walking around the store with it, with all the chains and the signs I had. And I remember this fat lady with like quite a few thousand children, like you know those type of moms. They're always fat. They always smoke and drink, and they have like 1,000 kids that like to run around and cause a ruckus. Well, yeah, she gave me the eye, and I'm not the surest why, but I guess it's because of the mask. I thought that was pretty funny. And then the a dude who survived Brazil thing, that's just pure stupid. That shouldn't exist. That's just pure filler. I guess it was fun at the moment, but it's kind of weird to think that I actually came up with this video idea. And during this time, my phone actually shut down because it had an update. It's been throughout this entire arc, throughout the entire arc up to this point, my phone kept on bugging me about updating it. And finally, when we were at that Halloween shop, it updated. It took forever. I had to use my dad's phone to film the Brazil video, the second Halloween costume video, you know. And that time I set it on purpose. We got a Hobart video, and then we also got a second Longlines Tower video. It was very unexpected, but apparently it's a Longlines Tower that I know of, but I didn't think I would ever see it from Jefferson City. We got another KitchenAid mixer video, random stuff at Target, and my man, I'm pretty sure me or either my dad put our old Cover cup on the hand of one of those goal things, so it looked like it was holding it, and I decided to make a video of it, I guess. And then the random stuff at Target it's another filler video, but I guess it was fine. And then the we got a silo water tower of flashing markers. That was new. And this here was the first time I revealed that a certain water tower actually had an incandescent beacon this entire time, but it was hiding it. The reason why I found out is because I had glasses then. 3000B close up, cluster water tower. I like the cluster water tower video. I like those type of just pushover videos, like background videos, whatever you want to call it. Kind of like the rainbow, like everybody loves like red, blue, green, orange, purple, all that crap. Like that's the pure gold of everything. And then you got the colors that really nobody tends to care of. Like they're very underrated but very cool at the same time, like black, gray, white, and brown. That's basically the cluster water tower video. It's one of it's in that category. It's like it's just there, but it does make a pretty cool appearance. Red and white guide tower in Freeburg. This is before I bet I have no idea if this was. I mean, no. This must have been that time when I found out it was a Longlines Tower. But I kept on calling it just a normal red and white guide tower. That's a Longlines Tower, former Longlines Tower. Airport rotating beacon tower. That's new to this series. And water tower with water tower silo with markers. That's kind of a little disappointing into it's a disappointing place to drop off this series because it's just a little water tower of mark. This arc is not bad, but it's not one of my favorites. The other ones above it are much better, but they're all good in their own way. Number four. Oh wait, no. We already did number four. This is number three. The Jefferson City arc, a new trilogy. This here is the beginning of the second Jefferson City arc trilogy. Because, that time I didn't mean to say that. We already had three so far, so that's the first trilogy. This here's the start of the second. I like this arc a lot because I guess because we had family over and we went to this very cool park and all that stuff. And this was really like a break from having to upload a gigantic arc because this came like right after the Texas arc, and we all know how big the Texas arc was. It took some days to upload every single part of it, So it felt like it felt so refreshing to just upload a small normal arc, which is the Jefferson City arc 4, basically. This year's the fourth installment. So yeah, I like this because the extra family that came, that wasn't even planned either, which was funny enough. The park, we went to a park, which I wasn't on the arc, but I think I would imagine it. I I think it might have made an appearance, maybe the park itself. I don't know. Um, and just when it comes to series, I like the fourth installments of series. I don't know why. It's just I'm obsessed with breaking trilogies, I guess. It's really unexplainable why I like fourth installments to series. And it's not because I like the number it's not because I like number 4. It's different but still kind of because of that. Like I said, I can't explain. And then I also made some creepy mall videos, which Merzen said that they belonged in uh I forgot what type of videos they were, but Merzen said they belong in a type of creepy video category, some sort of unsettling space video, liminal spaces. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure. The beginning was kind of a slow start, to be honest. But then we actually get into the actual arc. There is a lot of repeated stuff. I think one of my favorite moments of this arc is when I filmed the Hobart Mixer making pretzel dough. I thought that was pretty cool. That wasn't planned either. Like I filming a Hobart Mixer making pretzel dough wasn't part of the plan. The plan was to film it. But then when my dad started talking about how I was a mixer enthusiast to one of the workers there, I guess either they just needed to make more dough or they decided to just use a mixer in front of me because they know that I'm a mixer enthusiast. Anyway, it's cool, you know. Cub Cadet Snowblower, kind of a filler video because that's not why I'm an enthusiast of, but I thought it was pretty cool. Here's one of those liminal space videos. Well, I mean, something that looks like it could be in a liminal space video. Abandoned looking store in the mall and a dark arcade. Um, that's not. I don't think that's an arcade. That's more of a fun place than an arcade. I got that crap wrong. But both places, Merson said that they belong in a liminal space video. Made a weird candy machine video. The strobe sign. Probably could have titled that video better. This was the only time I was at the park, so I guess I was right and wrong. I was pointing at the sky, but some of the buildings from that park were in the video, I guess. Made a weird video of sensors in a store freezer. And apparently, I guess all Targets have that, where the lights just shut off if there's nobody around, but if there's movement detected, they'll turn on. I guess Merson said that every Target he's been to has those lights. Another KitchenAid another KitchenAid video. Um, I guess it's a filler tower video. It's like the return of a monopole for like the 1000th time. There's a lot of stuff that I really had to ask. Why did I have the need to film this all? I already filmed this quite a lot. There's a cluster water tower. I'm pretty sure that is. And then the long lines tower again. And it's we got one of the last remaining towers with a strobe on Highway 63. All in all, it's a pretty solid arc. It's one of my favorites. Well, duh, like it's in your top 3, right? Right, Mr. Dumb LT? Number 2, the original Jefferson City arc, which is just titled the Jefferson City arc. This is where it all started. And this is pretty memorable too, and it's unique. It's different from all the other arcs. The reason why it's different is because I decided to incorporate both new and old videos. Because if you guys don't know, we were actually supposed to have a Jefferson City arc like in December 2020, December 2019, I think. Here, when the old videos were filmed, that was like December of 2019. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. They're December of whatever year. So let's see the date of one of the new videos. I just realized how stupid I was. Probably should have known that this was 2020 because like not too long after there was the sequel came out. Um so yeah. We could have gotten this arc much earlier, and this arc you're able to see now would have been the second Jefferson City arc, and then we would have had 6 Jefferson City arcs. But there's just one problem, and I really can't figure out why this all happened. I don't know if it was because my phone died at the time or other things, but I had to use my mom's phone to film the old videos on this arc. Uh, I really don't know why, but yeah, I had to. And I forgot about it multiple times, and every time I would remember it, I would be too lazy to do anything about it. And yeah, I was going to at one point, though it was going to be pretty late until my favorite video from that series of videos was apparently deleted, I guess. The video showed the red and white monopole with its markers working. I guess that was the first time I ever found out that it has markers, I guess. But they were working because it was pretty foggy. And then there's a radio tower. It had markers too, just markers, and they were working. And I caught all that on camera. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I caught that all. I filmed it all on my mom's phone because obviously because I filmed it all on my mom's phone. So it was deleted. That was really the only time where the thing actually fits. And I guess that's what kind of turned me off of just that's kind of just what just I guess that was the final straw of me not not wanting to upload these videos and make the true first Jefferson City. But but eventually when I was working on this arc here, I decided to just incorporate those old videos onto into this arc. I think I tried to pass off some of them being old. I mean, I meant to say, I bet I tried to pass off some of them just being new, like one of the new videos here. I don't know, but I do know that there's one video where I couldn't pass off as one of the new fresh videos of this arc, and it's the radio tower video you're able to see right now. Because in the line, in the video, I said it's December, so I hope the incandescent starts flashing soon since it gets dark early. And of course, this arc didn't take place in December, so people would have assumed I was stupid or something. So back then, I did some weird stuff because in today's big LT standards, I would most definitely not do this. I guess I probably upload them after the end of the real arc and just have these off, just pass these videos off as like extras from a scrapped arc. But these here were incorporated into the fresh arc. So it does suck how we're never going to see that video of that monopole and radio tower with working markers because it was it mysteriously just disappeared. I still can't find it to this day. It's just gone forever. And this was also the first time I ever got to film the Freeburg Online Tower, which was it's pretty cool. I wouldn't really want this to be looking back, I really should have made this the last tower of the arc and made another tower the first tower of this arc to begin the series. Though it would be a little controversial. It's just a normal guide tower, one set of antennas, and just one little microwave dish ball thing, those black ball things. That tower is the first tower on the Jefferson City path, like the path that leads to Jefferson City. So that would have been appropriate, but it's not as cool as the Freeburg Lines Tower. The Freeburg Lines Tower would have been a great final boss for this arc. So there's lots of cool stuff in this arc. Like I got to film that small tower with a TWR strobe. Uh, I got to film that up close, along with the building with the markers on it, too. That's just next to it. That was pretty cool. And there's other videos. I remember I had to re-upload some of these videos because I actually forgot to upload the small tower with a beacon in Jefferson City, Mo. Um, and I also uploaded these two videos here out of order. The three more towers in Jefferson City should come after the small tower with a beacon video. So yeah, that's something I should have done. Should have not have uploaded this out of order. That's something I am very against doing nowadays. Bada bing, bada bam. This here it's a pretty good arc. It's a pretty solid arc. It's better than the ones below. Why am I saying that? That's pretty obvious. Now it's time for my favorite Jefferson City arc. The Jefferson City arc. The third and final. This is a pretty good arc, ignoring the title, because this is not the final. This is not the final Jefferson City arc. It's the final Jefferson City arc of the first Jefferson City arc trilogy, since this here is the third one, but still. You want to know why I like this one a lot? It's because actually, because it was kind of just what am I doing? So basically, me, my dad, and my dog were the only people. We're why did it's just me and my dad were the only ones that actually went to Jefferson City this one time. The reason why is because this was actually on a school day, and my mom had to work, so my mom was at work, and during this time, my sister's school was not on a half online, half in school thing as like my school was. Um, yeah, during COVID, my school did half online, half in person. So during the time, so I guess the day my dad had to go to the Jefferson City Hospital for uh and his arm, I think, I forgot. So I went with them because I don't want to miss out on that crowd. It was very memorable. I remember I had to walk my dog out in the cold, outside the hospital. There's a little walkway. I went a little bit of a distance. It was pretty cool just being free in a big city like Jefferson City. And I also got to I tried to film a tower, but I was having trouble filming it. And then when my dad got done and stuff, he offered to take me close to the tower so I can film it. So, let's take a look at the place. As you can see, Jefferson City Mosul Tower. So that I like this arc a lot because, well, I mean, like, we already explained why, but here's another reason why this is my favorite arc of this series. It's because of all the tower visits. Like, Out of all five Jefferson City out of all five Jefferson City arcs, this here by far has the most tower site visits. And starting that off, we have the Jefferson City cell tower video. Then we got the Amana Maytag washer and all that stuff. Another KitchenAid trio video. And then we got a tower that was it wasn't teased to eventually be shown up close, but in my mind it was like that type. It was that one tower that was getting all built up for its eventual close up video. This tower, I'm pretty sure, either appeared in the first arc or the second arc. I forgot. I bet its debut appearance was in the second arc. I'm not sure, but if it debuted in the very first arc, then that would have been very cool because that would have just been more time to build up the tower. At those two arcs, it was just a background tower. This arc, that's this here's the main tower of that arc basically. And then right after that, I got to film that tall lattice tower with two sets of modern 300 millimeters. So yeah, three videos of three tower sites. I think that's pretty cool. That's the most videos, the most tower site visits of this entire series so far. And then we start getting lower. Like this is a point where my dad said we had to go because school was going to let out soon, and we had to pick up my sister and a parent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was some Mondays, so we had to pick up my mom too. You know, if my dad watches this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for sounding so. On with the video. All right, we got the very small monopole. I guess this was a period where I thought monopole was two separate words. How nice. So yeah, that's a good video, but it's not the best in the arc. And then we got a very appropriate final boss tower of the original trilogy. I think this here was a good tower to end the trilogy off with. Like we got like two final boss towers. The first final boss tower being that weird shaped microwave tower. So yeah, and then that was like the final boss in a way because it was the main tower too. And then we got the other final boss tower, which is literally the last tower of the trilogy, which is the Freeburg Longines Tower. Which just knowing the history of this Longines Tower, I think it's appropriate to say that this here is an appropriate final boss. And it was also the very first tower to be shown in the Jefferson City Arc series. So it's appropriate that the tower that was first shown in the very first episode of the original series, I mean trilogy, be the last tower to be shown at the end of the trilogy. The arc is pretty short. I wish I made more videos. I really do. So yeah. And back to what I said earlier. Remember when I said that I think it would have been cool if the second Jefferson City arc would have just been me and my mom. The reason why is because the first Jefferson City arc, it was me and my family. And the second one, it would have been me and my mom. And the third one is me. It's me and my dad. So I think it would have been cool if we had an arc where my entire family was in it, what secretly, and another one where it was just me and my mom, and another one where just me and my dad. So yeah, that would have been cool. Originally, it was just supposed to be me and my mom. We were going to go and get my sister a Halloween costume in Jefferson City, and I guess we were going to do so during school. I'm guessing this was also the period where we had that hybrid crap at school, the hybrid online crap, you know. So that's every Jefferson City arc ranked. So there's that. So I think I'm happy with the choices I made here. Happy with the ranking. And I also want another I also want to just have another trip down to Jefferson City with just me, my dad, and my dog, just like in the third Jefferson City arc. That would be cool. Speaking of that, we could have gotten another Jefferson City arc that would be the. Oh, I just realized. The first Jefferson City arc would have been the third Jefferson City arc because um, not too long after that scrapped Jefferson City arc videos were made, um, my dad said that he was going to go down to Jefferson City to get a TV that we were looking at during that time. So yeah, the original time we went to Jefferson City in December, um, I guess we were there for a TV, I guess. So yeah, I did make an arc out of that. That was scrapped, and yeah. If I went with my dad to get the TV in Jefferson City, that would have been the true sequel. So we would have had seven Jefferson City arcs. But for some reason, I said that I didn't want to go, which I don't know why I said that. That was kind of weird. Well, there's that. That was everything. See you guys later. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Long Last Tower Savior. You're watching AJ Jackson. Fucking shit saves